Adam, welcome. Thank you so much. Fake audience applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you're on my show. Thank you so much because I get to congratulate you kind of over Zoom. Congratulate you on being engaged to be married.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's super fun.
Did the quarantine put a stop to the planning at all?
Well, neither of us are like huge planners, so we kind of didn't start planning until the quarantine hit, and they're like, we should probably get on this, and then realize that like everything's pushed like a solid year and a half. So now I didn't want to be involved with any of the planning. Like I wrote a post to Chloe saying like, look, we got engaged. And in the post I wrote, have fun planning the wedding. I'll see you at the cake tasting. And everyone's like, that's cute. And I'm like, that's real. I plan on not being involved. But now,
I'm just gonna show up.
I'm like, I'm just here. Put on the tux. I do. And now, like, there's no getting around it because she'll be like, what do you think of these flowers? And I can't be like, I'm busy. And she's like, you're not busy. You're watching season 6 of The Sopranos. Which is good.
Which is
Tony's
great,
going
by the
through
way.
some stuff. Yeah.
I want to get into all these things because I want to get into bad ideas because I think has your like confidence increased now because of your show that's on Quibi, Bad Ideas? Like now you're able to like a daredevil now?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like, it's definitely kind of stuff that in my normal, regular life I would never do. We went up the Amazon and I swam with piranhas, and I drove a truck on one of the world's most dangerous roads, things that I like normally wouldn't do. There's definitely an element of danger to the show that in hindsight, I was like, maybe if we do a season 2, I'm a little more cautious. But
Yeah, you're like, I've never had a fried egg before. That'd be kind of a cool, right? That's a bad idea.
Yeah. It's a bad idea.
This is not gonna be good at all. If I eat 2 of these
sushi,
McMuffins,
yeah.
Erp.
I'm a wild man. Indigestion. Kill me
Dude,
now.
Wild Man with Adam Devine is another one. That's a different show.
Yeah, it's just, how many fruit I can eat out of this fruit tray.
Oh, man, he's nuts. No spoilers.
He's wild, and he's dipping it in yogurt. This guy's insane.
Whoa, why is this? Can I show this on TV?
Too much dairy.
Did you end up getting hurt at all doing these things?
I did, yeah. So I did one with Blake Anderson from Workaholics, and we did a demolition derby, and that one was nuts, Jimmy. Because I didn't know how to. They like literally taught us how to drive stick like right before we get in this demolition derby. So we did one that was like a double decker where 2 cars that are like welded on top of each other, and Blake was in charge of the gas and the brakes, and I was in charge of the steering. And we were doing great, but then it was like we were in first place, and really, for whatever reason, this just worked for the 2 of us, but you couldn't hear. So we're like screaming. I'm like, brake, brake. And he's like, gas. And we took a corner too quickly.
The opposite of brake. It doesn't even rhyme with brake.
It doesn't even sound close. And we flipped over, and I was at the top. So it came down in like a full-on slap, slap. And I was like, saw stars. I cracked a rib.
No.
Like my neck was all messed up. Yeah. And then like from there, they like pulled us out, and then they're like, are you good? And I'm like, I think so. And they're like, can you do that? And I'm like, and they're like, you don't have a concussion. You're good. Next race. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. And that's just one of the episodes. It truly was insane. Well, Rebel Wilson and I did a action, stunt
Reunited?
episode. We were reunited, and it feels so good. And we always talk about how like we're known as comedy people, but like we want to be some cool action heroes, you know.
All comedians want to be James Bond.
We all want to be something we're obviously not. And I'm like, I'm a cool action hero, and she's the same way. And so I was like, we should do something where we get to do a ton of cool stunts. And so we're like a Wild Western theme place, and she like, we get in a big bar fight and she like shoots me and I run up the stairs and then I'm like, look for a way to escape. And she comes outside and she shoots me from the street and I fall like 4 stories into some cardboard boxes. And I told like the stunt guys this idea and they're like, cool. So when you get up there, we'll do a Texas switch and you'll flip with a real stunt guy and he'll fall into the boxes. I'm like, no, that's the whole point of the show is I'm going to fall into the boxes. And they're like, well, that's a really bad idea. And I'm like, exactly.
That's the name of the show. Is bad.
That's the name of the show.
I want to show
Download Quibi now.
I want to show a clip. This is from the Demolition Derby episode. Take a look at this.
Oh, cool.
But slow down when we get into the turns, because this thing can tip.
All gas, no brake.
What?
All gas, no brake.
No. Now we're cooking, baby. Let's make a run for the jewels.
Now the back straightaway final time. Fire crew running out to check out.
Hey, Adam, you good?
I feel like I got hit in the head with a baseball bat. Okay. We didn't know. We had it too, boy.
My thanks to Adam Devine. Check out Bad Ideas with Adam Devine on Quibi. Chronix performs for us next. Stick around, everybody. Good luck in the wedding planning.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. See you, man.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on.